Hey, welcome back. I'm Dave Garrett, This Vet Cooks. What are we doing today? Real simple. Remember when I opened this thing up, the liners for the slow cooker, and I told you there was recipes in there. Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do the Mexican beef stew. It's got a lot of stuff, but it's really quick, and of course it goes on the slow cooker, so it'll be fast. Come on, let's get started. All right, so Mexican beef stew takes about 20 minutes of prep, cooking 3 to 4 hours on high. So this is for dinner, and it's got some stew meat, some all-purpose flour, a tablespoon, and it also needs some canola oil, a can of black beans, carrots, onions, garlic, diced tomatoes, reduced sodium beef broth. We don't have any beef broth, we're out of it, so we're a little short, so we're going to use some chicken broth. Chili powder, cumin, salt, black pepper, whole kernel corn, yes, they say that 3 times, and of course garnish the avocado, chopped onions, and crushed red pepper, optional. But that's mostly at the end, back end. It's up to you. All right, let's get this thing started. I've got a lot to do in so little time. All right, we got a pan heated up with some canola oil, and we got some flour here. We're going to go ahead and put the stew meat. And again, just to the recipe calls for you to cover or coat. We're not doing anything else other than coating the meat. Oh, come on. They call for a tablespoon, and I add a little bit more than a tablespoon. I don't know. Go with your gut. See what works. I need to add a little bit more, but if you add a little bit more, just dust over the top. We'll brown that for about 5 minutes, and then we will get it in here and start adding the rest of the ingredients. All right, now we're going to go ahead and start adding our ingredients. First, we're going to start with the beans. They were drained and rinsed. There we go. That's the strainer or the sieve. All right, let's move on to the next item. Okay, the recipe does call for carrots. We're going to go ahead and just chop them up and get them in here real quick. All right, get the carrots. Get those in there. All right, the next thing that the recipe calls for is the onions and the garlic and the beef. So we'll do the onions and the garlic next. So I see what it's trying to do. It's trying to create a layer before the meat goes on. So onions and the garlic. Here are the onions. And oops, there goes the meat. Okay, here we go with the garlic. And let's finish it up. All right, now we're going to go ahead and gently stir in the petite diced tomatoes. There we go. How's that? Gently. Seriously, come on. All right, now it calls for 2 teaspoons of chili powder. There we go. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. Chili powder. 1, 2 chili powder teaspoons. Now it's calling for 1 teaspoon of cumin, ground comino. Oh, that's smelling good already. And as I mentioned, beef broth, but we don't have any, so we're using chicken broth. 2 cups of that. That should be about it. All right, and half a teaspoon of salt. Now mind you, the broth was no salt added, so it was unsalted broth. And the black pepper, same thing, half a teaspoon. There we go. All right, give it a little stirry stir. It's looking good, it's smelling good. All right. So now we set this bad boy on high. Now we're going to let it on slow. And we're going to go for the 6 hours. And now we cover. There we go. Alrighty, let's see what this looks like. We'll wait. We got other stuff to do, so let's go ahead and do it. And let's see what this all comes out. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, to say the least. All right, so you know what time it is. Time for divisional round picks. That's right. But as always, let's look back last week and what I did. Here we go. Last week, wildcard picks. I went 5-1. That's right. So for the playoffs, I'm 5-1. Not bad. That's a pretty good start. All right, let's get into the games. Our first game, Houston Texans take on the Baltimore Ravens. Giving this one to the Texans, of course. Next game, the Green Bay Packers take on the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco's got the W. And Sunday, Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the Detroit Lions, giving it to the Lions. That's right. And the last game for the division is Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, giving it to the Chiefs. Here we go. All right. It's in there. It's cooking. We're going to wait it out to see what that's all about. But in the meantime, definitely got to take care of some stuff. Definitely want to thank everybody for liking, watching, following along on YouTube. Greatly appreciate you doing that. It's a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. And again, don't hesitate to reach out. Give me your ideas. But also thank you for sharing on your feedback on what you've done with or what you would do. So again, thank you very much. And so again, don't hesitate to reach out. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, wherever that's at right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I post another video. Alrighty. So in the meantime, listen. Thank you. And veterans, again, I want to shout out to the veterans as always. As a veteran, to all the veterans out there, thank you again for your service. That's a reminder for something else. And again, in the meantime, listen. Hey, don't forget to also make the call if you need to. You need to talk to somebody. You got to do something. You got to ensure that you're not too sure on what to do. You find yourself at a crossroads. Make the call. 988. Press 1, Veteran Crisis Line. 988. Just pick up the phone, dial 988, and hit the dial button, the talk button. And when the automated attendants, press the number 1. Get you there to the Veteran Crisis Line. So don't forget to do that. Make the call. Also, you can chat online. So go to the Veteran Crisis Line website and just chat with them there. Or you can also text 838-255. 838-255. Just text and somebody will respond. And again, as always, if they cannot help you directly, they know who can, and they'll put you in contact with those individuals. So make the call. Whatever your situation is, whatever you find yourself in, make the call, please. Definitely do your part. Make the call. Share it with your friends. Share it with your battle buddies. Let them know, hey, there's somebody out there that helps. Sometimes we can't all do it ourselves, and there are others that can and that are trained to do it. So don't hesitate to make the call. Make the call. Alrighty. Well, listen, got some other stuff to do, so let's go ahead and get back to this, and we'll see you through the magic of modern technology. We'll be wrapping this up right here in just a bit. All right, thanks a lot. All right, we had some audio difficulties, but here we go. We got the super sweet corn about 10 minutes before we're done. We're going to go ahead and add this. This is frozen. It's a whole bag. It's about a pound of it. Oh, look at that. That looks awesome. That looks fantastic. And it smells good too. Yeah, you can smell all of the cumin and everything is just awesome. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and cut up this bag. And basically all we're going to do is just, we're going to cut it open. We're just going to dump all of the corn. There it is. And so we're going to dump all the corn into the bag. I mean, into the slow cooker.
And then we're just going to, yeah, here we go. There it is. And now we're just going to give it a little stirry stir, get everything all nice and mixed up. There we go. And once we're done there, we're going to go ahead and let it sit another 10 minutes until it's thoroughly, the corn is basically defrosted and it's thoroughly warmed up. And on the back end of this, it's going to be really, really good. So let me finish doing the stirry stir. And yep, there we go. Just get that under control there, a little bit more here. Just making sure you're getting all around it. Make sure it gets all inside. And again, it doesn't hurt to give it a good stir. It's been sitting there for a while. So again, it also deserves a good stir. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and cap this and let's go ahead and finish this up and get back to business here.
All right, well, there it is. You saw that, poured it, looks fantastic. Here it is in the Temptations bowl. It's awesome, fantastic, smells great. Tweaking the recipe, it's up to you. You can modify it just a little bit. I would have put in the tomatoes and the diced green chilies. I would have put that in there as well. But pretty much it was good. And the aromatics, again, you smell the cumin, and it just wafted through the house. Wafted? Yeah. It wafted through the house all afternoon long. So let's go ahead and give it a tasty taste. Oops, a little meat there with that. There we go. Mmm. Mmm. Man, that's fantastic. We got a big chunk of meat, but it's very tender. It did it did cook down, so it's very tender. It's very quick. The beef, flavorful. The juice, the stew, very flavorful as well. The carrots, the corn, everything at 100%. We'll do this one again also, but you know, tweak it. I will tweak it. Hey, listen. This is Mexican beef stew. I'm David Guerra. You got my picks, and this vet cooks.